Well, great afternoon, champions. This is Tracy Randall, and I'm here for video number 2 of the Power of the Launch, Inspire Insights. And we're going to teach you today the power of the binary. I know that I'm going to have some leaders be joining me live here in just a moment. Many of the leaders that are coming aboard right now I've never had the opportunity to meet or talk to. I've met some of you on social media, but I'm excited for all of you brand new leaders out there who are ready to build your team. I'm also excited about those people that have been around a while. It is time for the money to be made. Our customer websites are functioning, people are getting paid, and it's exciting. Welcome, welcome. I see you as you're joining. You see the whiteboard behind me. I'm going to do a little bit of whiteboard training here in a moment, and I'm going to talk about the binary. Now, for most of the time, as we've been working toward the customer websites opening up, we've talked about the retention of customers, getting them plugged into your website, and that is something we need to continue to do ongoing. Customers are going to be the long-term residual income provider for your family. We know that when a woman uses our product, she's hooked on it because of how it makes her feel and the difference it makes in her health and in her life. So we've got a product that women will consume and use every single month for a lifetime, and they're going to naturally share it with other women. That's so powerful. The most powerful residual product on the market today, and the best quality pad. We've got some great information for you about our launch in Jamaica and how it's been approved as such a powerful product. So many great OBGYNs and people that understand the power of women's health are endorsing and promoting the Cherish pad. What about qualifications and team building? You're going to naturally build a team. That's just how it is. I sent out some videos last night and the night before to some women that I just met, either in person or on Facebook, and I sent out that 6-minute demo video. And of the women that I sent it out to, quite a few of them, I would say at least a third of them, responded back with, how do I get in the business? How do I market this? So you're going to build a team. Now, the customer profit that happens when we sell sanitary pads, Cherish pads, or any of the nutraceuticals from our websites, you earn 40% of the commissionable volume. We've got a video that shows how with just a handful of customers it turns into a bigger handful and 2 handfuls and then just a whole posse of customers, and how customers refer other customers, and how we can earn a 6-figure residual income with customers. But I'll tell you what, I love team building, and it's going to happen naturally, so you don't want to leave any money on the table. And there are 6 ways to get paid with Inspire. We've really only tapped into the customer. But let's talk about team building and the binary. Now, many people don't understand the binary, and I'm not here to really go into real detail about how the binary works. I'm going to give you a quick overview that helps you understand why it's so important that you qualify every month for your binary income. We'll go over, as it's revealed to us better and we understand it better, about the other ways that we get paid. But let's talk about the binary. We can easily earn a 6-figure income on the binary payout, just one of the ways that we get paid. So I'm going to talk about that, and then I'm going to explain the qualifications to get paid on the binary. Now, let me make this very clear. You can come in as a distributor for $35, send people to your customer website, never place a personal order yourself, and you're going to get paid the retail profit on those pads or nutraceuticals that get purchased from your website. So that's huge. There's no inventory that has to happen with Inspire. There's no package that has to be purchased. You can absolutely make income with just customers. But it's so much better to know about the other ways we get paid. And real leaders are going to want to understand and not leave a dime of our money on the table. So you do have to qualify in order to get paid on the binary. So what the binary means is that we're every single person that comes, every distributorship that comes aboard is actually building 2 teams. And those teams, we call it a binary. We put one on the left and one on the right. One on the left and one on the right. I'm going to show you how this works. All right, so bear with me. So I'm going to put at the top of the whiteboard, Carol and Tracy, C and T. That's our distributorship, Carol and Tracy. And then, of course, we're busy sponsoring people. We're bringing people into the business at $35 as distributors. So I'm going to show you how this works. So let's say that we sponsor someone named Susan, and we put her on our left. Oh, I don't think you can see the whiteboard. We put Susan on our left. And then Susan purchases 100 CV worth of product. I'm doing 100 for easy math, okay? So she purchases $100 worth of product, CV, commissionable volume. And then we sponsor someone named Ann. And Ann does the same thing, 100 CV in volume. She purchases from her own, from herself on her back office. And then we sponsor someone named Mary. So we're just busy sponsoring. Now, we're sponsoring people and we're putting them on our left, and at the same time, we're sponsoring people and putting them on the right. But I'm going to just work on one side now to show you how this will work. So let's say that you're one of the people that we sponsor on the left, Susan, Ann, or Mary. And then next what happens is, before we can sponsor anyone else and put them on our left, Susan comes up. Susan's in red here. Susan comes up and she sponsors someone named Cindy. And she puts her on her left. So now Susan has sponsored Cindy and put Cindy on her left, and look what happens. Cindy buys $100 CV worth of product, and now Ann and Mary benefit. They have $100 worth of volume on their left side. We all benefit from what everyone else does on that leg of business. So then the next person, let's say that Ann sponsors someone. Ann is green. Ann sponsors someone named Bob. She sponsors a man. Hallelujah. And Bob does $100 worth of commissionable volume in his back office. He buys a package. And I'm just using 100 for easy math. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on the left. That means there's now $500 worth of volume here for us. For Susan, it's 1, 2, 3, 400. For Ann, it's 1, 2, 300. Now, in order to activate your binary, you do have to sponsor someone on your left and your right. So you have to be sponsoring as well for the volume to count. But as you're sponsoring people, that volume falls below you. So you're benefiting from everyone that Carol and I put on our left, everyone that Susan puts on her left. Now, in the meantime, we're building a binary that's 2 teams. So let's say that we continue to put people on our left, and at the end of the pay period, and at the end of that week, we now have $1,000 worth of commissionable volume on our left side. All right? That's 10 people buying $100 worth, or however that works, okay? In the meantime, we've been sponsoring people and putting them on the right at the same time. So let's say we put 5 people on our right. Make it real quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they all purchase $100 worth of commissionable volume. That means there's now $500 worth of volume on the right. And remember, we said there were 10 people over here, so there's 1,000 on the left and 500 on the right. At the end of every week, every pay period for the binary, the computer looks at both teams that you've built, and they take the lesser volume and pay you 10% of that volume. So here's how it works. You have 1,000 on your left and 500 on your right, and now the lesser volume is 500. So you take 500 times 10%, and that week you've earned $50 in commission on that one way we get paid. Now, on that same volume, we're earning on other ways, the unilevel and some other ways. So we're getting paid multiple ways for the same volume. There's qualifications for each way that we get paid. That's why you need to understand this. But the main thing you need to do is just take action, because nothing's going to happen until you start building a team. You don't need to understand anything really until you start building a team. If you plan on doing that, then that's when you start understanding how this all works. So it's simple. The end of that pay period, 500 in volume on the right, that's the lesser of the two teams. You get paid the $50. Now what happens? There's no more volume over here. The next week you start out on the right with 0 volume, and we're all going to be sponsoring people and buying, and all these people are doing things and getting customers. So the volume starts to accumulate again. But what happens to the $500 or the 500 points on the left that you didn't use? Remember, there was 1,000 points on the left. It doesn't go away. That's the beauty of it. That is your bank for the next week. So you start the next pay period on the left. Now you've got a bank of 500 points on your left and 0 on your right. So now the computer keeps that $500, and as you add people to the left and other people are adding people to the left, now your volume starts to accumulate on the left again and on the right. How do you keep that bank? That's what's hugely important. And I think this is what people miss. The qualifications. What are the qualifications to keep the $500 on the left side? And what happens if you don't do your qualifications? You lose it. If you don't remain qualified, you lose that $500 volume and you start at 0 again the next week. Right? So you have to qualify every single month. Now, Inspire has made it so easy to qualify. People aren't quite getting it. I don't know why we're missing the boat on this, but we must qualify every month because we want to get paid on that volume, right? We want to benefit from that. You have a superstar on your team and they start accumulating all this volume and then it gets flushed down the drain because you didn't qualify. Let me teach you how to qualify. It's simple. First of all, every 28 days you have to place an order from your back office. It's not a huge order, and it's not a huge order. So every 28 days you have to place an order. How much do you have to place? It's $35 CV, which is approximately $50 order. So you can order a $50 order, 35 CV order every 28 days to keep your volume. Now, what can that be? It can be packs of pads. It can be one of the nutraceuticals. It doesn't matter as long as it's $50. What do you do with that? You either use it yourself or you sell it out to your friends and family that you know, new people that you meet. You get that back. It's not like we're being garage qualified. We need product. We just need to get in the habit of purchasing it every 28 days so we don't lose our volume. So I told you on a previous tip that Carol and I have this big calendar in our office, and we put a big red X when we placed our order, and we counted out 25 days, and we put another red X there, and that is to remind us to place the order, or you can put it in an auto ship. I know that the system is still, you want to be careful of the auto ship right now because the system has still got some kinks in it. So we've made the decision to place our order every 28 days, but it's up to you. As long as you're watching and tracking your auto ship and making sure it's happening. So that's important. Eventually, soon enough, the company's going to get all the kinks out. They're working on it all the time, and we'll have a smooth ride. But for now, this is your business. You have to take control of your business, and this is an important part. I get one little like. Are y'all taking notes? I hope you are. All right, so your qualifications. Every 28 days, you place an order for $35 CV. Now, as our customers begin to place orders on a consistent basis, and most of us are just starting to, get those customers going to the website, as they start to place their orders on a consistent basis, and you look in your back office and you have, let me look at my notes, I have it written down here. Once your customers are ordering $100 CV every 28 days, once you have that going through your organization, then you don't have to place an order again, ever again. Eventually, you'll never have to place an order. If you're getting your customers lined up and you're getting 100 CV every 28 days. Now, that might take a minute. It's going to take a minute for our customers to get consistently ordering product and enough customers to make sure that's happening. So until that happens, you need product anyway. I can't imagine not having product, not having my pads, not being able to do demos, not being able to go out and sell these packages hand to hand, and so you need the product. All right, so every woman needs to be on the panty liners. You know that, right? Every woman, no matter how old you are, from 12 years old until death, you need those panty liners to balance hormonally anyway. So we're all customers. We're all customers, every woman here. And, most of us need the total recall, right? Because your brain's not thinking. The Sweetest, the Taboo, the prostate product, all of these products are powerful and you want to use them. You want to try them. You want to find people that will use these products so that we get more testimonies. And so, we need the product. We don't need to be garage qualified. Anyway, okay. Now, another thing that I want to tell you is Carol and I, we need more than $50 worth of product per month to satisfy our customers and also to be out there in the marketplace sharing more. So we're going to purchase the $50, the $35 worth of product from our back office, and then we're going to create, and already have done this, we're going to create a customer account from our own customer website, and we're going to purchase the rest of the product that we need to supply what we want to have on hand from our own customer website. Why are we going to do that? Because we want to earn the 40% commission on our own product that we purchase. Now, I would encourage each and every one of you to set up a customer account from your own website. It can be a family member. It can be, anyone that you want to set it up, and you want to purchase from yourself any remaining product that you need. So you earn that 40% profit on the product that you're using. Because up until now, as we've ordered from our back office, we haven't made any commission on it unless we've ordered big packages. But you can order 5 packages of pads and earn the profit, the $1.40 per pack. So now when you sell it in the marketplace, you've already earned the profit. The company's going to send you profit. So here's what I want to share with you. For us, we've been a part of the direct sales industry now for over a decade. And most companies that we've been involved with, the qualifications start on the first of the month and they end on the last day of the month. But a lot of companies have gone to this 28-day deal. So everyone's going to have their qualifications on a different day of the month. We're not all qualifying at the same time. In all honesty, to me, that's a little confusing. And I know to a lot of the other leaders it is too. We're going to work with it though. It's part of the process. Now, if that may change, they may find that I'm praying that it will change and that eventually our qualifications will start on the 1st and end on the 31st. It will be easier to track everything. But in the meantime, just place your order every 28 days and you'll be safe. You'll be qualified and no volume flushes. Let's just say that you haven't sponsored anyone and you're going along and we're building, one side, the left side maybe, or if you're on our right, then the right side, or whoever sponsored you, and they're just building and building and building and you haven't sponsored anyone. If you're purchasing the $35 worth of product every month, the CV every month, you hold on to that volume. So when you do start sponsoring and recruiting people, and that happens naturally, you've got all that volume stored up. You've got that bank. It's so important. I learned about the binary in our second direct sales company. Our first one that we partnered with didn't have a binary. It had unilevel. It had, of course, the retail. Problem was, I couldn't sell that product at retail because nobody was willing to buy it. It cost way too much, you know, for people to purchase directly from my website. So I didn't make very much money in the retail selling of it. We did make money on the unilevel, which I'll go over on another video. And that was a good thing, and on recruiting. But we didn't have a binary. And in our second direct sales company, I remember how confusing it was in the beginning. And what my mentor and coach told me is, don't worry about how it works. Just do the work. If you do the work, you'll get paid. And the binary will fall into place. But I do know this, that we remained qualified. We purchased those products and we treated it like a business, and we sold those products in the marketplace, and we got our investment back, and we used the product too. And so it worked out. We didn't lose money, you know, while we were learning how it worked. And as we began to build our team and we started getting paid every week and seeing how it worked, we got more and more excited. Because people, this is legacy income. This is not to be played with. We are in a season when we are launching this company and business, and I'm going to tell you this, and I'm seeing it every day in the marketplace. I'm meeting people that have heard about Inspire, and they say, I heard the customer websites are open, but I can't find the person that shared this with me, or they're not doing it, or they're not paying attention, but I see you are. Can I buy from you? Well, if their person is no longer working the business and isn't helping them and isn't responding to them and is even too lazy to send them their customer site, people are going to buy this product from someone. And as the nutraceuticals, the word gets out and the testimonies get out, what's going to happen is they're going to be looking for that total recall. They're going to be looking for that product, and you are going to be the supplier. I shared yesterday on the video, and I'm closing, that a good friend of mine has been with Mary Kay for 27 years. I don't know exactly how old Mary Kay is, but I know it's, you know, an older company, obviously. But she's been steady, persistent, consistent for 27 years, taking care of her customers. I believe that they have to work so much harder than we do. They have to do those facials, and, you know, and they have to buy a lot of inventory, and they have to repackage the product. We don't have to do any of that. And yet this woman has secured a residual income that is paying for her grandchildren's, you know, granddaughter's college, that's helping their family afford a lifestyle that they wouldn't have been able to do if she hadn't have sowed those seeds 27 years ago. You are in a foundation. Don't quit now. Don't let go of your dream. Don't let go of the hope. This is the time. Yes, there are still kinks in our Inspire wheel. We know that, but it's okay. I know that 27 years ago, there were probably some kinks in Mary Kay's wheel. Definitely the first 3 to 5 years, there's kinks in every wheel. They have to work it out. And our company's on it. We are in it. We are on it. The products are being shipped within a day. We're getting them within 5. I'm being very conscious. 5 to 7 days, sometimes 3 to 5 days. We're getting our product. We're meeting the demand. The supply is there. We just have to build our teams. Watch the video that I did day before yesterday. Scroll down. Or go to the YouTube playlist. I've got a playlist, and it's called Launch. I'm going to put that playlist, which only has 2 other videos in it, mine and Carol's from yesterday, and this one, and then I'm going to post it on a comment here. Don't miss this. It's the most exciting time. I want to share it with not just new people, but those people that have been here from the beginning. And you new people, you're coming in at the right time. We're about to blow this thing up. We've got so many exciting trainings lined up. How to attract a nonprofit, how to teach a nonprofit how to market this product with ongoing fundraising. All kinds of great things coming up because the customer websites are launched. So I'm excited. I know you are too. I love the hearts. Give me bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches of hearts. Hurry up, do it. Do it now. This is good stuff. Show us some love. Show us some excitement. Show us that you're excited about building a residual income that's going to pay you the rest of your life. Click on that button as if you really believe that the company that you're in is going to pay your family a residual income for the rest of your life. I need to see more hearts than that. You don't believe. You don't believe me. I see a couple of you believe me. Does everybody believe me? I love it. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. Let's do it now. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye. I got to get up close to turn it off.